We got boy
So
Kaluno
the squad
9.
my boy Jinwoo with.
Kaluno 9. That boy Jinwoo don't fight fair. Shout out to him. Channel. Anyway, hey, like button and let's get into it.
Got pulled up on by some red orcs and they're escorting them to their boss. And once they get there, the leader of the squad is like, exactly why'd you bring us here? And bro is just like, yeah, nah, we brought you here so we could kill you and then laugh as we do it. And then the boss of this dungeon just auras these niggas down. I mean, bro hit them boys with that advanced conqueror's hockey, had them all stressing. And that boy Keyhone, he's a real ass dude because he was like, you know what? If we all gonna get cooked here, I'm not going out without a fight. He tries to bum rush the boss at the gate. But as Keyhone's running to the boss, he looks behind him and sees his whole squad shook in fear. This Iron Fist ass nigga over here tweaking. I'm not.
Nigga shook. Some boy was shaking bricks, nigga. Talk about my man said, ugh. He hit him with the fear ore, and dumb niggas was done. I mean, old girl was even doubting if she was even worthy to be called herself a sorcerer. Nigga. To him, I'm not. To him, I'm a third-rate sorcerer. I might as well be a court jester. I was like, God damn, this motherfucker had them niggas question their whole life decisions. Nigga. They were so shook.
Not gonna lie, I wish every Iron Fist I played against was like bro right now. Otherwise, niggas wouldn't be calling him Satan's greatest soldier as we speak. But Keyhone still running at the boss, jumps at bro, and dude just pulls out this ice shield blocking that attack. And brother man boss dude puts his hand out, says gravity magic, lifts Keyhone up in the air.
Hey, this was the disrespect. My man's still sitting in his chair now. Mind you, he just chilling like just chilling. This man like entertain me.
And then slams his ass right back down. As he repeats this process 7 more times. That 8th time had Jinwoo stressing. He was like, oh yeah, no, I can't let that one slide. Pulled up and saved that man Ki-hoon's life before it ended. I'm not.
First of all, nigga, it wasn't Jinwoo wouldn't let that slide. This nigga Jinwoo, I don't know what Jinwoo was thinking. Like he was like, okay, after the first 3, he'd be like, okay, this nigga, he don't look like he fit to break out of this. But after 4 and 5, he's like, okay, really not gonna break out of this? Like, Jin, nigga, save him, help him, please. Who's just standing there watching my man? Watching my man go bow, 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 bow. Nigga, after the first one, that nigga was asleep. Rest of them was just.
Going on, if I'm Ki-hoon and Jinwoo just saved my life on the 8th time of me getting my body dribbled like a basketball, I'm looking at bro and being like, why'd you let it happen 7 other times, gang? You could have been done
Exactly.
I appreciate it though, but like, damn, nigga. Getting princess carried by another grown man in front of the hoes is kind of crazy. If I was Ki-hoon, I would have backflipped out of bro's arms before he could even touch me. Cause that's a little OD, gang. You could have picked me up some other way. A red orc tried to pull up on Jinwoo and the squad, but bro just froze his ass in place. And now this nigga Jinwoo is aura farming.
Talking about, bro. That's probably one of the most disrespectful things you ever seen. He didn't even give this orc the courtesy of even looking in his general direction. My man said, the whole time he was like, hey man, no, this is your dungeon, so I don't want to steal your shit. But could you just let me go ahead and kill these motherfuckers? I mean, the whole time, not even looking back. How is he doing that, nigga? My arm. Damn, Jin.
Over bro's slumped body. Yeah, I know what you are, Jinwoo. Chunks little bro up through the ceiling as he asks Ki-hoon, like, hey little nigga, let me clear this by myself. As he says to bro in front of the hoes, by the way. But Ki-hoon says yes, and Jin-woo releases every single member of his shadow army on these boys.
Squad.
The boss sees it and he's like, yeah, whatever, man. I've seen worse, but Jin-woo activates a damn domain expansion, buffing his entire shadow army. The boss of the dungeon says,
put them boys on a purple
it's
lean,
a full-on war between his orcs and Jin-woo's shadow army. That boy Iron tried to taunt the orcs, but it didn't work, so his ass got mad and just started cutting them boys down. And Egress learned the aura farm.
Thank you. Somebody finally got that right. I've been watching a lot of reactions of the episode, but everybody seems to misunderstand that. They're thinking, oh no, Tank just took out a bunch of them with that move. No, nigga, he tried to hit the taunt. Some orcs was like, nigga, fuck your taunt. So that nigga was like, you motherfucker disrespected me. And he just hit him with the axe, nigga, start cutting them down.
From his pop.
But we all know there's only one and true aura farmer. There's only two aura farmers in the squad. One of them named Jin-woo. The other one named Egress. Drip Knight.
Because his ass is standing in one place as he's getting surrounded by orcs, just cutting them boys up. And I'm not gonna lie, I know not to mess with a nigga that's standing in one place aura farming and we're in a fight. If I ever see that, I'm going the other direction. If I ever see that, fight. If I ever see that.
Come on, this fight, they didn't even give us the fight from our boys' perspective. All we saw was they jump in. This nigga went to fruit dicing, and all we see was the orc head sees. This nigga just turned down. My man's head.
I'm going the other direction and hoping they don't take my life. And Jin-woo himself is going crazy too, flashing and dashing through all these orcs until the dungeon boss tried to boom his ass with this big ass beam of fire. As he starts talking crazy to Jin-woo, it didn't matter what bro said. A little bit, because he tried to crush Jin-woo with that big ass block of ice. Jin-woo got out of the way, obviously, but that dungeon boss was on bro's ass. As soon as his feet touched the ground, he tried to use that gravity magic on Jin-woo. He missed that bitch 3 times though, backing Jin-woo up with each and every single one, but Jin-woo looks up and there's just rocks floating at this nigga dome piece. The dungeon boss been watching them Uraraka tapes, bro. He let them rocks go, but Jin-woo dodged out of that one too. And then the dungeon boss just starts lighting fire everywhere, taking everybody.
Boy was testing that. Boy, hey. Kagang Gong? I think it's Kagang Gong. That nigga was testing Jin-woo's goddamn Weave Nation certified badge, boy. I heard you was Weave Nation certified. He find out. Okay. Okay. Fire. God damn. What? Nigga Jin was a. Okay, I see.
Out. His guys included. Over here had fire coming at Sung Jin-woo at both sides just for that nigga to flex up out of there. That dungeon boss then starts talking crazy mess to Jin-woo, being like, yeah, man, you gonna run out of MP eventually. And Jin-woo's like, nah, drinks an Elden Ring MP flask, and then he starts resurrecting bro's dead homies and putting them in his shadow army. And I'm not gonna lie, if a nigga did this to me, I'm fucking this bitch, bro. Consensually, of course, but still, it has to happen. But Jin-woo points his dagger at the orc boss and he's like, you're next. Next. That'd have a nigga dagger at the orc.
That's it right there. That was the image of the day. The disrespect this nigga Look at the disrespect on Jin-woo's face. He audacity not only just be like, man, I was like, you gonna run out of MP eventually. Niggas like, why now? Arise. Remember these boys? They work for me now. Point the dagger at him and like, next. Oh! Even goddamn Kagangan, and he was like, he started questioning his whole life decisions in that moment. Like, what? I was brought here. All I heard was the voice was to kill. Why am I here? Like, excuse me, sir?
Orc boss, and he's like, you're next. That'd have a nigga like me shivering in my boots, brother. But that orc boss starts glitching out, quite literally realizing he's fighting the main character. But after realizing he's nothing more than a pawn in a much bigger game, he's like, fuck it, we ball. Sends his 4 generals out to go handle Jin Woo. That first general pulled up on Iron, and he was having himself a cool little squabble with bro until, whole entire left arm got cut off, followed by his head next. We then go to my boy Igris, and these orc generals said, bro got too much sauce, we gotta jump his ass. And they was definitely putting that pressure on Igris. He had to put his big ass brick sword down, but he still got them little daggers on him. Chunked one of them holes at bro on the left's noggin. Bro, Igris runs at bro, picks up his sword, and they start going crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, bro on the right had better squabbles than his brother, cause why is he putting up a better fight with Igris with just him alone? But Igris started pushing bro back, and this is why you don't jump, niggas, cause Tank pulled up and snuck the hell out of bro. That squad Jin Woo was with earlier is like, let's go help bro. The dungeon boss said, nah, gave them boys diverticulitis, had them throwing up blood out the mouth. But an old dude gets off his chair, pulls up on Jin Woo, was like,
the hell was that?
throwing up blood out the mouth.
Say information or infection, one or more small pouches in the digestive tract. Verticulitis is after 40 symptoms. And change in bowel habit. Episode.
But an old dude gets off his chair, pulls up on Jin Woo, was like, alright, nigga.
But nobody gonna say it, but I'll say it. Some dudes brought that on themselves, nigga. Like, hey, bro, Jin Woo was handling everything just fine. You not a part of this jump squad. Sorry. If you ain't black and purple right now, stay on the sideline. Mind your business. The moment them boys like, yeah, let's go help. The guy was like, sit down. This ain't got nothing to do with y'all. Y'all ain't part of this no more. Y'all had y'all shot. None of y'all had the balls to jump. Don't come jump now.
It's gonna be me and you then. Tries to pull that same spell that had that scuffed Iron Fist throwing up his liver, and that shit did not work at all. So Jin Woo pulls out his mages and has them try to nuke this nigga with 14 fireballs. Orc boss pulled up that ice shield and nope. That fireball burnt blue, went right through that bitch and broke his mask right off his face. Bro survived that obviously, but he is pissed. So he turns himself big as hell. And brother, you are not Piccolo, cut it out. He tries to stomp on that nigga Jin Woo, nothing. Tries to beam bro down with his hot ass fire breath, nothing. Pulled out a bunch of these magic circles and just started beaming fire everywhere, friend and foe alike. Bro over here thinking that he won, but Jin Woo pops up out of the smoke and stabs bro in the eye as he starts hanging onto these chains like he's Spider-Man. The dungeon boss smacks the...
I think I pulled that move. You remember play Elden Ring? Tom pulled that move that what's that nigga name? Frenzy dude inside a tower. Man, I can't remember. Killing me right. But you know the move when he gets gets pissed off, he spew madness all over the whole area. That's the same thing. My man just fire beam everywhere.
Ceiling,
everybody
making
catch it.
Jin Woo fall down, and Jin Woo starts talking crazy shit. While the dungeon boss is like, alright, I got something for that bitch ass. Makes this nigga Jin Woo pull the floor is lava as beams of fire also start coming up out of the ground, trying to get this nigga as Jin Woo is parkouring around all these certified chains, swinging on them bitches and such until he throws 2 of his daggers, breaking the magic circles. But it didn't do any damage to the dungeon boss, so Jin Woo's like, alright then, now I got something for yo bitch ass. So Jin Woo pulls out that big ass force hand, grabs the chain and wraps that bitch around the dungeon boss's arm. As the dungeon boss then pulls, and nigga, you did this to yourself, because as he pulled, Jin Woo just kind of went to the left, wrapping the dungeon boss in the chains. But Jin Woo trips the dungeon boss as he then resurrects the 3 guards bro had. The dungeon boss looks up as he sees Jin Woo posted in front of him with his 3 niggas. And he's like,
yeah, see? That's, again, demon. Imagine, bruh, nigga pull up on your block, beat your ass, and then make your homie stand behind him, and they all looking at you. We finna run pockets right. You know we finna run them pockets right. That's Jim. We like empty them pockets. All the goon squad
Niggas.
standing
And he's
behind
like,
him.
yeah, nah, I'm not
Damn.
losing to you niggas. Charges up as the three guards
Nah,
pull up on
nah.
bro. And hold on a
Packed up.
second. Dungeon boss kind of got a little hands. Was bodying dude on the left, then the dude on the right pulled up. He gripped his ass up, just chunked his ass out of the way. But that third nigga with the bear pelt on his head was the one that got him. Swerve stomped his ass in the dirt as he looks up to see his final moments broadcasted in 4K as he gets the hammer dropped on his ass. The sword chopping this nigga brains in two. But we knew Jinwoo wasn't gonna stop there, man. He resurrected that nigga, making him a part of his shadow army, and that's really the end of the fight, man. This man, Jinwoo, is an aura farming bastard, brother. That's all he knows how to do. Yeah, man, that's really it. Fight was gas. Moral of the story is, don't wait till the last minute to save a nigga life. If you can do it from the start, just go ahead and do it. With that being said, that's the end of the video, man. If you liked, like, comment, subscribe, do all the good stuff, and yeah, I'm out of here. Bye.
Talk about, bro. Just that boy just didn't want to help. Just didn't want to. Jim Woo was just like, can I help now? No. Not now? No. All right. No. I, all right, don't worry. I'll help a little bit later. I think Jim Woo was just like, nigga, I'm flexing for no reason. Please excuse me. Oh, but anyway, man. Shout out to your boy Kaloon09. Yep, that nigga General is an aura farming bastard. Man, just don't nothing else but to flex. But anyway, that's it for today. Appreciate you watching. Y'all know what to do. Subscribe.